So the first half of the meditation is going to calm you right down. Your physical body will get very calm because you're just so focused on the breathing. But then all of a sudden the second tiger comes along. He is going to notice your thoughts. So your job at that point then is, as soon as you get a thought, is to try to stop it. Like at the first word that your mind speaks, just stop it. Because if you don't, that second tiger is going to notice and he's going to bite your head off. So as you're probably aware from like last year or the year before, I like to invent meditations because it keeps your mind just, it's like, you know, you're always keeping one step ahead of your mind and you're just messing with it and playing with it. And it's like it keeps it on the back foot the whole time and it doesn't know what's happening. So last year I did the tiger's breath meditation, where basically you imagine that as you're sitting there with your eyes closed, there's a tiger standing right in front of you. And if you breathe too quickly or make a noise or even move a muscle, that tiger's going to know that you're a person and it's going to try to eat you. So you basically have to be fully aware of your body the whole time to make sure that your breathing is so gentle and so delicate. And it gives you tremendous focus on breathing. And again, if you can make that visualization that there's a tiger, or imagine it just sort of sitting right on your shoulder, you know, and you can feel its warm breath on your neck as though it's trying to eat you. So we're actually going to do that now. But about halfway through the meditation, we're going to do another little twist. Okay, so this meditation is called the twin tiger. All right, so now we've got two tigers involved here. All right, so the first one is looking at your physical body, and it's looking to see if you move a muscle, if you twitch an eyelash or anything like that, if you breathe too quickly, you know, that tiger is going to notice that. Then halfway through, there's a second tiger that can read your thoughts. All right, so the first half of the meditation is going to calm you right down. Your physical body will get very calm because you're just so focused on the breathing. But then all of a sudden the second tiger comes along. He is going to notice your thoughts. So your job at that point then is, as soon as you get a thought, is to try to stop it. Like at the first word that your mind speaks, just stop it. Because if you don't, that second tiger is going to notice and he's going to bite your head off. All right, so again, it's a little twist. This first part will get you into a very just deep relaxation. We'll give you a really good focus on the body, and then we're going to switch to really, really closely watching our thoughts this time. So instead of letting the thoughts just run like we did in the last one, now as soon as that thought comes in, the very first word, and in fact, even the very first letter of the first word, if you can go like, zip, stop it. And what you'll notice is that your mind tries to keep repeating the same sentence. It's like, he's being really rude. Why is he trying to stop me doing that? And it'll keep trying to do it until it gets tired and bored, and then your mind will go to sleep. And that's when you guys will probably go to sleep too, I imagine, but it's a really, really great way to get that silent mind, essentially. All right. Okay, so we're going to try that one. Eva, are you ready? Can you imagine that there are two tigers sitting right next to you? All right.
There's a tiger right next to me, yes.
Yes, okay. All right, so sitting comfortably like we did before. So just sit with your hands on your thighs again. And we're not going to do the whole relaxation phase because you should still be reasonably relaxed right now. But just for 1 minute, just quickly go through your entire body again and close your eyes. Just make sure that all of your muscles are still nice and relaxed. There's no tension there. Again, just make sure your jaw and your neck are nice and relaxed, and your shoulders. Whenever you have any thoughts in your head, your jaw seems to tense up. So just make sure that's nice and relaxed. Now, imagine that just behind your right shoulder is a really big tiger. And he just crept up behind you. And he can't tell if you're a real person or a statue. But if you move, he's going to know that you're his dinner. So your job right now is to sit perfectly motionless. Make sure that even when your heart beats, your body doesn't wobble. And make sure you're breathing so slowly and gently that he's not going to be able to tell. But really focus on your breathing. It should feel incredibly gentle through your whole body. And if you're nice and relaxed, you should even feel your stomach moving a little bit. But remember, that tiger is just sitting right there waiting to pounce. So just breathe really gently. Now I'm going to let you carry on doing that for another 3 minutes. Just keep watching your breath. It should be really gentle. All right, so now that you've been watching your body for a little while, you should be perfectly motionless. Now I want you to turn your awareness back to your mind. Hopefully it's fairly calm now and there aren't too many conversations going on. But that second tiger just showed up and he crept up right alongside your left shoulder and he looks really hungry. Remember, this tiger can read your mind. So as soon as you get a single thought entering your head, just stop it as soon as you can. Okay, so I'm going to end this meditation early because I see a few people disappearing on me here. So anyway, move your awareness back to your body and become aware of all the sounds around you. Feel your feet pressing against the floor. Tigers are still there? Yeah. I think you would have been eaten. I saw you keep moving a little bit. But that's a very, very peaceful meditation. If you find it very difficult just following the breath, which can be actually very, very tricky. If you have a noisy mind that, or if you have a job that forces your mind to be noisy, then you'll very often carry that back home with you. And your mind doesn't naturally want to be silent after it's been turned on. So the way to really silence the mind is to focus on the body and focusing so intently on the breathing, but it's really difficult. So again, having that added little inspiration, shall we say, of the threat of being eaten by a tiger is sometimes enough just to give you that absolute focus. And that's what meditation really is. It's regaining control of your focus and your awareness. You're not really gaining control of your mind, because you can't. It's not something that you can control. But you basically silence your mind by becoming obsessed with